Well, 1 week from tonight, Ontario's next premier will be elected to take the reins here at Queen's Park. And while polls suggest that the NDP is the closest to grasping power since Bob Rae was premier in the 90s, and that Andrea Horwath is the leader voters like the most, this is a race that is still too close to call. Here's part of a conversation I had with pollster from Polaris about what the NDP has to do if they want to chart their victory path. What will it take for the NDP to win a majority? What do they have to do and win?
Right. There's two main things that the NDP need to do to get to victory. One is they have to continue to build on their gains in Toronto, which has roughly 25 seats, and their gains in the 905, where they are in a statistical tie with the Tories. These two areas combined for about half of all the seats in Ontario, and that's where the election's going to be won or lost, is in the 905 and 416.
Are there any key ridings that you're looking at that could sort of shift the balance of power?
There's no real key ridings. It's these two regions that they have to do well in, and for the NDP, they have to break out of Brampton and Oshawa and do better in the rest of the 905 to really win this. One of the ways they can do that is to continue to leverage the very positive leadership scores that their leader has compared to the negative scores of the other leaders.
Getting out the vote is always crucial, but I think it's going to be even more so for the NDP this time around.
It is. So we have our poll with the NDP holding an 11-point lead, but when we look further into the numbers at those people who are the most enthusiastic to vote and the most certain to vote, they are more likely to be Conservatives, and that 11-point lead shrinks down to somewhere between 3 to 6 points. So for the NDP to win, they not only have to sort of make gains in these key regions, they've got to be able to get people energized and get them out to the polls.
Now, polls suggest the NDP and PCs are neck and neck, and possibly the NDP even have a slight edge with the popular vote. But the popular vote won't win the election. It's the number of ridings. The party needs 63 to form a majority government.